Naruto is best known for jutsu, moves that characters pull off using their own bodies. But while weapons aren't exactly the focal point, there are still some seriously amazing weapons scattered throughout the series. Many of the strongest Naruto weapons are swords wielded by the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, a group of powerful Kurogakure ninja. Some of these swords have unique abilities, like absorbing chakra, or using iron to repair itself. Another category of great weapons is treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths, which can't be used by anyone who doesn't have a huge amount of chakra. There's the Sword of Nunoboko, which is constructed from tailed beast balls, and the kote, which was created in a lab to minimize chakra usage in battle. Number 1. First introduced in Boruto, the kote is a tool developed by Konohagakure's Science Ninja Weapons team. The user places scrolls with their desired moves inside of it ahead of time, and executes those moves without the need to expend chakra. Number 2. Kabutori is one of the weapons wielded by the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. Lacking any specific supernatural powers, its efficacy depends on the user. It consists of a giant hammer connected to a massive axe via a leather strap. The hammer part can be used to create shockwaves that rival some earth release techniques. Number 3. The Shishizaiken is another one of the treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths. It's meant to be used in tandem with the Beni Hisago and the Kokenjo. When a target's word soul is separated from their body, it's the Shishizaiken that severs it so that it can be stored in the Beni Hisago. Number 4. The Kokenjo is a golden rope that draws out a target's word soul, so that it can be cut by the Shishizaiken. It's one of the treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths, which means that it requires huge amounts of chakra to operate. Number 5. Chakra cannons are high-powered cannons that fire vast quantities of raw chakra. They appeared in the last, Naruto the movie, and were used to destroy meteorites that resulted from Tonari's activities on the moon. The fourth Reikage almost used them to destroy the moon itself, but Killer Bee insisted on letting Naruto try to finish his mission before resorting to such drastic measures. Number 6. To use the Nuiberi, one has to have some serious fine motor control. Kushimaru Kuriareri, a member of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, uses the legendary sword like a sewing needle. Its thin blade can not only pierce targets, but also literally sew them together. Number 7. Also known as the Blast Sword, the Shivuki is a dual-purpose weapon used by the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. It not only has slashing abilities, but also has a scroll with multiple explosive tags that can be set off to defeat targets. Number 8. There are actually two swords of Kusanagi. One belonged to Orochimaru, and he kept it inside of his body and operated it via telekinesis. Its blade could be extended, and it was capable of cutting through nearly anything. Sasuke's version didn't have any of those magical properties, but it was a sturdy, powerful sword not heelless. Number 9. Sasori transformed hundreds of human bodies into puppets. Some were packed to the gills with blades and other weapons, while others, like the third Kazekage puppet, retained powerful jutsu like magnet release. Sasori also turned his own body into a puppet and stuffed it with a wide range of weapons. Number 10. When a person says whatever word they say most often, their word soul will be sucked into the Beni Hisago, which is one of the treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths. Supposedly, their soul can never be retrieved again once sucked in, although Darui was able to help Esamui and Itsui escape. Number 11. The Kubikaraibasho is an enormous broadsword that's been passed on by the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. It can use the iron from the blood of its targets to repair any damage it's accrued. Number 12. The Bashosan is one of the treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths, a group of weapons that most humans cannot use. By issuing a mental command, this Fen can unleash all 5 of the elemental chakra natures. Number 13. This set of twin blades is one of the heirloom swords of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. It's an electrified set of blades that are even more powerful in the hands of someone who can use lightning release. When channeling high-powered jutsu through the blades, the user has to expend far less chakra than they otherwise would. They're meant to be used as a pair but can be used individually too. Number 14. Kahaku no Joe is similar to another one of the treasured tools of the Sage of Six Paths, the Beni Hisago. But this one is both more powerful and easier to use. It only requires that target respond to the user's voice. Number 15. Traditionally wielded by members of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, the Hiramekure is a sword of legends. It can store vast amounts of chakra and then unleash it onto a chosen target. Number 16. Perhaps the most well-known of the swords belonging to the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, Samehada is also one of the most impressive. It's a sentient sword, which means that only those it chooses to partner with can wield it. Anyone else will be forced to let go by the spikes it unsheathes from its handle. It's not clear what makes Samehada choose its partner other than liking lots of chakra and not liking fire nature. Rather than stab its targets, Samehada can be used to shave off flesh. It also shaves off and absorbs chakra, which the user can access by physically fusing with the sword. No wonder one of the only people who could use this thing was a BAMF like Kisame. Number 17. Originally, the Gunbai Uchiwa was Madara's signature weapon, but Obito Uchiha started using it while he was disguising himself as Madara. It could block incoming chakra, convert it to wind release, and then reflect that energy back at an opponent. Number 18. This holy relic was created from a truth-seeking ball, and was originally wielded by Hagoromo to literally shape the world itself. Obito Uchiha wields it, but in his hands it isn't quite strong enough to stand up to Sasuke's Susanoo. Number 19. Itachi's Susanoo also possessed the Yata mirror, a nearly impenetrable shield. It has the properties of every nature transformation, allowing it to negate any type of attack that's thrown its way. Number 20. The Totsuka Blade is the sword wielded by Itachi's Susanoo. In addition to being a powerful blade, this ethereal sword has several supernatural abilities. It can remove cursed seals, extract people's souls, and drag them into a sake jar, where they'll live out a genjutsu hallucination called the World of Drunken Dreams forever. Do you agree with our lists, or did we miss something? Write it down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe.